I've just come out for a little stroll, and I thought it'd be nice to bring you with me. Got a couple of things to talk to you about. It's not the walk that I've taken you on hundreds of times, but it is the one I took you on a few weeks ago. I don't know if you remember that I walked about 1.5 miles and the microphone wasn't working. Yep, it's on that walk. Right. And I thought I'd try that one again. It's a nice walk, just is a little bit further away from home, but it's close to where I drop Rose off for work. Just wanted to get your feelings on something I saw this morning. I was in Sainsbury's, mainly because they've got a Starbucks coffee there and I'm addicted to their coffee. Everything else that I've been addicted to I seem to have let go, but I can't let go of the old flat whites. I have to have a flat white every day. Now what it was on the headline in the newspaper was something from Eli Lilly. It was saying that they are hoping they can release a oral form of Mounjaro sometime next year. They're put in for all the medical certificates they need all around the world, and they're hoping by the middle of next year this should be released for public consumption. Now there's a couple of good things about it. Firstly, obviously you won't have to dig a needle in yourself because it's a tablet, just take a tablet, job done. And the second thing, what they're saying is it's a much cheaper version than what the injections are that we're taking at the moment. So hopefully it's a win-win. Now for me, I don't know about you guys, I don't know what position you'll be in, but I'm hoping by next year I'll be in maintenance. So if there's going to be a cheaper form we can take in maintenance, that's all the better. You know, it's a win-win for us, isn't it? It's got to be. So that should be something really good to look forward to. Like I say, hopefully it will be for more people after us. Obviously we're still paying the full price at the moment for Mounjaro, but by next year, if this new drug comes out, which is called Orforglipron, nice easy one to say, thank you for that Eli Lilly. But that's their aim, is to get that out next year for us. What are your thoughts on that? Do you all like the idea more of taking a tablet rather than an injection? Or do you think, well, I'm used to the injection now, I'd rather just take that? Stick it in the comments, jab or pill, just so I know what your opinion is, so I can have a look, see what everyone else thinks of it. You know, if you just pause the video a second to type that in, because I'm bound to ask you more questions before the end of this one. You know what I'm like. Great. Next thing I want to say is I'm getting so many comments from people on my videos, and I wanted to let you know that I am reading everyone. I'm not ignoring them, and I answer as many as I can as quickly as I can, but some people might wait a little bit longer before they get their replies. So if you're waiting a bit longer, I'm sorry, but I have read your comments. Before I forget, let me introduce myself in case you're new to the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Paul, I'm a London cab driver, and this is all about my Mounjaro journey. From stage one, sort of taking my first jab, right up to today, which is, well, I say right up to today, it's only 7 weeks ago, but if you want to see my progress, you can go back to video number 1. They're all actually there on YouTube to look at, so if you want to, you can. And welcome, thank you for joining me. If you've come back again for another dose, you must be mad. But thank you so much for coming back. Like I said, this is week 7 for me. And a couple of days ago, when I sent out the last video, I was talking to you about a couple of things. First thing was that I was actually feeling a bit hungry from time to time now. Well, the last couple of days, it's got a lot more hunger has been sort of coming in. And I made a decision to actually microdose the jab. So, hello Mr. Jones. There, that was Mr. Jones. Don't see him often. Now, I made a decision to actually microdose. So, I think that's what we call it, or split dose, one of the two. Basically, I'm on 2.5 milligrams at the moment. I've got my 5 milligram pen, but I've not gone up to 5 milligrams yet. Usually I take my jab every Sunday, but this time what I've done is I took my 2.5 jab on Sunday, and I took a further 2.5 jab last night, which is Thursday evening, just hopefully to sort of counteract the hunger feelings I was getting. And today I have no hunger. This morning woke up with my standard headache, which I have every time I take a jab. It doesn't seem to matter how much fluid I take on, I still seem to get that headache in the morning. But you know, I'm used to that now. It doesn't last long, 20 minutes, half an hour max, and then I'm good to go again. So now I'm doing my Mounjaro jabs hopefully every 5 days at 2.5 rather than the big dose in one go. From everybody else, what they've said on here, they're all saying that that's working for them, so hopefully it's going to work for me. Also, with that jab that I took last night, it was actually a bonus jab, which is great. It was the golden dose I had left in my pen, which I finished last week, my 2.5 milligram pen. So I used the syringes I bought before and sucked that juice out and put it in. And it's working perfectly because I feel fine today. Feel on top of the world, apart from that headache this morning, on top of the world. So that's all good. So it's great when you get what feels like a free one, isn't it? Just while you're on, I'll show you something from London from yesterday if you want to see it. If you don't, you can skip through this little bit. It's only about a minute or so long. I drove down the road and I got rather excited how nice it looked, and I thought I've got to show you guys. So I'm going to just hand you over now to me in my cab from yesterday and see if you can tell me where we are. Stick it in the comments if you know, if you can see where we are, and say, yeah, I know where we are. And hopefully you enjoy it as much as I did. I was very excited about it. Ooh, that was funny. Ladybird up my nose. Yeah, I was very excited about it. So yeah, I don't get excited by much, as you know. I'm a very calm, sophisticated guy, but that did get me excited yesterday. So have a look, let me know what you think. Hey everybody, just wanted to quickly show you something where I am now. This is not a part of what I was doing today, but I've just driven down this little road and I thought it looks so good, how can I not show you what it looks like where I'm working today, or where I'm just driving past this place, and I thought my family would like to see this. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what I'm going to drive down the road, and you can see what's in front of me. It's absolutely magnificent. Well, I think it's magnificent. Hopefully you will too. Just bear with me a second. I'm going to turn the camera around now. Hopefully you can see what I'm looking at. I can't see the camera screen now because I'm looking where I'm driving. But this is a fantastic sight. I hope you agree. Anybody knows where we are, just type it in the comments there and let me know what you think where we are. I didn't intend this to be a quiz, but just look at that. That is fabulous. Now, in our beautiful country and our beautiful capital here, London, normally we have a real problem of actually showing off the Union Jack flag, and probably 51 weeks of the year there'll be no flags at all down this road. It's only when we have a visit from another state that they put the flags up, and there'll be one flag will be the UK flag, and the next flag will be whatever the person is, or whatever country that person is coming from to visit our king. But today it's all Union Jacks and it looks fantastic. Anybody know where we are yet? I'm sure you all do. Just stick it in the comments if you know where we are. I'm not going to tell you, but hopefully you'll know anyway. Okay guys, I'm going to catch up with you a bit later. So I hope you enjoyed that. Another thing I want to ask you about is something that's changed with me. Now, most evenings before Mounjaro, I'd have 2 or 3 cups of tea with the lovely Rose. and just watch TV or whatever, you know. It was just a relaxing thing we did. But since taking Mounjaro, I just can't face drinking tea anymore. I might have 1 or 2 cups a week, if that. And that's really just if I'm at my mum's house, just to be sociable, but I find it a real struggle to drink it. Do you have any sort of strange things that have happened that you don't drink or eat a certain thing anymore? Obviously, I'm not talking about your cakes and your sugary treats and your biscuits. We've all stopped eating those, I assume. But with tea, it's a very odd thing with me. I just can't drink it. And coffee, I can't have coffee first thing in the morning now. It has to be sort of after I've had a little bit to eat. Around about 11 o'clock-ish, I might have it then, but otherwise, can't do it. I do like this walk because it comes across lots of things that we're not used to seeing. Oh, hello. I didn't know you came over here, Mrs. Jones. This is a very nice surprise. Last time I saw you, you were just laying on the floor in the other park. You okay? Yes, I'm fine. I'm just having a very nice time. Yeah, it's very good. Listen, I'm not going to keep you because I'm chatting to my YouTube family, so I was going to get going. You look after yourself, Mrs. Jones, and I'll see you soon, yeah? You take care. I don't know how she gets around. We saw Mr. Jones go past on his bike earlier. I don't know why she's here, but she's obviously enjoying herself as much as what I'm enjoying myself. It's good, isn't it? Don't you just... The other big decision I've made, I spoke to you in my last videos about being on the crossroads, trying to decide what to do, mainly on 2 things. Firstly, about the split microdosing, and the other thing was about my holiday. Yeah, so as I said to you, we're going away on this all-inclusive holiday in a few weeks' time, and my buddy and me, when we're together, which is not very often, do have a drink together. It's the only time I do drink in the year is when I'm with him. My mum says he's a bad influence and I should keep away from him. Now, my mum's 78 and I'm 57. I think I can make my own decisions about who I have friends with, but she still tries to tell me, which is great. I love her to bits, thank you, Mum. And I don't think she means it, but she has a laugh about it, you know, about this guy. So anyway, I'm rattling on. What I'll say to you is, whilst we're away, I've decided I'm not going to drink alcohol. I don't need it. I don't drink it the rest of the year. I'm just going to have a holiday. This will be the first holiday I've had really with him and his wife without drinking alcohol. And it'll be nice to remember some of it. Because he's a class A drinker and he pushes me that far. Funny enough, in my comments the other day, I can't remember who it was who sent it to me, but a very nice lady sent me a comment and she said to me that I look like a drinker. I have the face of a drinker. I don't know what that means, but thank you so much anyway. I'll find her name of the lovely lady and I'll put it up on the screen above me later on when I actually do the editing of this thing. Not that it takes a lot of editing because most of it's in one take as I walk along the path, but I'll put her name on the screen so you can see her name and say thank you to her for me. I don't think I look like a drinker, do I? Maybe a little bit of a crackpot, but not a drinker, surely. My drinking days are over. Yeah, it did make me laugh. I thought first of all it was my buddy Liam had, you know, somehow found out about this YouTube channel and put a message on there to me about being a drinker and looking like a drinker, but it wasn't him. Yeah, so that was that. Also, the other day, I don't mean to go on, but I'll tell you these things while I'm walking and thinking. I'll tell you what's happened. I picked my lovely wife Rose up, old thin finger, from her sisters because she'd been away for the weekend. I told you she went down to her brother's at Folkestone. Well, I picked her up from her sisters. Now, I had a bit of a surprise when I was there because her sister was there and our nephew, young Daniel. Now, Daniel, I say young Daniel, he's 34, 35, might even be 36 now, I don't know. He came into the living room where we were sitting, having a chat. And he said, hey, how you doing, Paul? I said, yeah, good. He said, yeah, I saw something on YouTube with you the other day. I said, did you? He said, yeah, I had to look twice. I didn't think it was you, first of all. I said, well, what was you searching for? He said, well, I follow a couple of cab drivers in London. I like to watch them driving around, and a couple of scientists that I follow as well, because he's got a science background, he's into that sort of stuff. He said, and your face popped up, and I thought, no, it can't be you. So, anyway, long story short, I ended up having to tell my sister-in-law what that was all about and show her a bit of my channel. I don't think she'll ever watch it again, but it was a bit of a shocker, you know. My wife, she has 9 brothers and sisters. She's Irish Catholic family. My wife's the youngest one. So now that the lovely Anne knows, the rest of them will know. It will spread like wildfire. So I'm not sure where we're going to get from this. She seemed quite keen to know about Mounjaro and how it works. Said she's got a couple of her friends that actually take it, but she's nervous about the needle. So, you know, she's okay with that, but she seemed a bit strange that I had a YouTube channel. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But everybody else in the family will know soon that I've got a YouTube channel. And no doubt I'll get some ridiculous comments come through, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, so that was a shocker for me the other day, picking her up. It's all wonderful going to pick up my wife. It's always nice to come and collect her when she's been away with her sisters or brother for a weekend. But then it all turned a bit sour, rather quick. This weekend, down in the southeast, that's August the 9th, 10th, 11th, it's going to be roasting hot. Yeah, so we all need to make sure we stay hydrated. All you Mounjaro people, my lovely family, drink plenty of water, more than ever this weekend, because it's going to be roasting. I'm not sure how much warm weather you got up there in Scotland this weekend, but hopefully you'll get some of it, and enjoy the weekend. Last thing I've got to say to you is let you know, I'm Paul, London cab driver, out here trying to improve my health, get slimmer, healthier, and live longer. Thank you so much for joining me. Just after I stop talking, there'll be a couple of little mistakes that I made. You might be able to see if you want to see those. If not, I'll see you next week. Probably Wednesday, by the time I actually get the video sorted, and give you a roundup of where I am. Thank you so much. Love you all. What else do I have to tell you about? Hello, Mr. Jones. There, that was Mr. Jones. Don't see him often. Now, very last thing I'm going to say to you. This might be at the end of the video, I'm not sure. But yesterday, the day before yesterday in my cab, somebody said to me, why are there so many Australian London cab drivers? I looked at him. I said, is there? So I've never met any. He said, well, there's you and everybody else. He said, we've been in 15 cabs in our 2 weeks we've been in London, and at the 15, 14 of them were from Australia. I said, right, why do you think they're from Australia? He said, well, because of your accents. I know you're from Australia. He said, did you all come back for some reason? Now, I don't think I've got an Australian accent, but who knows? Good day to you. Hey Rose, stick another shrimp on the barbie, will you? Catch you soon. Thought I'd tell you that ridiculousness. Mind how you go, guys.